So how do you identify an overbought stock that is worth shorting? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Techbot Solutions, and let's jump right into it. A lot of you guys have been seeing me short MSTR, and it's because I was able to use Investing Pro to identify a stock with their fair value indicator that tells me how much downside risk that stock actually offers. A lot of you guys know that, again, I love trading overbought reversals, and what I mean by that is when a stock has pushed up so much that it is screaming overbought, right? And there's huge pullback potential. But sometimes what might be easy for me to be able to see is not as easy maybe for a beginner that doesn't have the experience to understand that, hey, this doesn't look like a good buy to me. There looks like there's huge downside potential and therefore a potential short opportunity. Shorting means that I can open up short and make money as the stock sells off. And then I buy the shares back to cover. As you can see, I'm up $8,000 on the day, actively shorting SOUN. And I did the same thing with MSTR. When MSTR was overbought, again, when it rushed all the way to highs of $548, it was very easy to see on the fair value indicator on Investing Pro that the stock was overbought. But now if I type it into Investing Pro, the thing that it will show is, hey, it actually has some upside. And the reason why is because it's sold off so much already that now it's more on the oversold side than it is overbought. So again, just like any indicator, Investing Pro is to be used as a resource to add more confidence behind any trade you take by having access to more data. Fortunately for you guys, again, you don't have to. It is a monthly subscription, and they gave me a link to share with you if you want to test it out. And their current price with that link, it's the first link in the description down below, will actually give you a better price than their Cyber Monday deal. So again, first link in the description down below if you want to test it out. But as you can see, it became incredibly oversold and bearish, right? So now there's not as much downside potential because of how oversold it's become. And I was quickly able to identify that because, again, I can see this on the fair value indicator on Investing Pro. But now when I type in SOUN, which is the stock that I'm currently shorting, I can see that this thing is down or offers 51% of downside. So what exactly does this mean, right? It's still my job as a trader to identify an overbought stock. It still needs to meet my criteria, meaning that it's indicating signs of an active sell-off. So all of that still needs to be met. The whole point of having access to this is that it simply lays it out for you. It makes it easier to see that, wow, there is huge downside potential, and I want a part of that. I don't expect to make 51% myself, but when I see that a stock is incredibly overbought and offers downside potential, it's very useful to also be able to see their analyst targets and see that, hey, they think that SOUN should actually be at $12.36. And if that's the case, when looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, we all know that this is a pump and dump. It's an AI stock that's become incredibly overbought. And just like many of those pump and dumps, they're short-lived. They pump up. Once they lose their hype, they end up correcting themselves. And according to Investing Pro, they think that this thing is going to drop 50%, meaning its fair value is right around $12 per share. I don't expect to short it anything more beyond today, as I like to take my trades day by day to be able to manage my risk. But it's very useful when when you are in prep to take a trade to be able to plug this in very quickly and see exactly what you are exposing yourself to. So again, if you are considering, hey, maybe I want to buy the dip on SOUN today, right? Because it's down 2.8%. Well, again, being able to see that, hey, you might want to reconsider this because this is an incredibly overbought stock. There's high uncertainty and that there's huge pullback potential because of how much it's gapped up. Maybe it's not in our best interest to expose ourselves to that kind of risk. And the list goes on. This is more for a trade, but even if we look at as a potential investment, Tesla's pulled back. I mean, it's down 5% today. And people would think, oh, a stock that's down 5%, especially like Tesla with all the hype it's been going, maybe I want to buy into this. Well, if you plug in Tesla right on over here, you're going to be quite surprised that they see 27% of potential downside. Their analyst targets are $283. They are saying that Tesla is incredibly overbought, which I agree, right? Because we have seen this huge rally become super overbought, and now there's huge pullback potential. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have to short this stock. I just have to understand that if my intentions were to buy this stock to go long, By simply having access to this data, it makes me aware of how much it could still sell off. Again, it's a possibility, not guaranteed, but again, it makes me aware of that. So therefore I can make a more informed decision and not open a long position at these overbought levels when there's still downside potential. So again, just like any indicator, Investing Pro is to be used as a resource, not as a sole reason on why to initiate a trade. And this is just what I've showed you guys so far. They kind of are like the cliff notes for publicly traded companies. They make it super easy to understand with the financial health, with a company's profile. If there's any latest report, you guys always ask me, how do I stay up to date with different news and articles that are being released, as well as earnings and filings? That's all shared here, right? It's a one-stop shop. It gives me a full understanding of what their PE ratio is, what the revenue is. Everything that I need to know is all located in one area. And if you want to go beyond that, you can create your watch list. There's trade ideas, pro picks, screeners for those that like to scan for stocks. I mean, the list goes on, and this is all available on Investing Pro. Now, the thing that I love about this is that it's a monthly subscription. So just like you are trying out different indicators to see what is most useful for you, you can also try out different platforms and softwares to see if it actually benefits your trading performance. So again, the first link in the description down below will provide you with the biggest discount that they offer for Investing Pro. You do not have to sign up, but if you want to take your trading to the next level and you like the features that I've shown you so far, you are not going to find a better price. You can cancel at any time. And again, it's the first link in the description down below. If you have any questions before signing up for Investing Pro, feel free to comment down below and we'd love to answer any of your questions. I appreciate your time. I hope that earned a thumbs up, and I hope this gives you a better understanding on how to gain more confidence behind any overbought reversal trades that you are about to take. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.